everybody? How are you guys doing today? My name is Corey Phoenix Caruth, the CEO of Noble Esports, and with me, as always,
I'm Kyle McDougall, the CEO of Nobility, and as you guys can see, I got a special gift in the mail. I appreciate you guys for sending it over to me. A lot of people are complaining about the acoustics in my office. I think it's because of the high ceilings, but I think these headphones are going to work. And one thing I did leave off were the ears. So I have ears, but I can't wear that because I feel like there's going to be a lot of memes around me. So, but yes, like Corey said, we're hopping in here. Corey is the CEO of Noble, and he's going to get into the Noble news and what we have going on that side of this business.
Yeah, definitely. So, of course, with our teams, nothing's really changed from last week. We've actually finalized a lot of the deals, so we will be announcing those teams here in the next coming 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So, that's definitely exciting to hear. Another thing that I am going to kind of put out there right now, however, I'm not, not promising anything, guys. We've been in talks. One of the things that we were trying to do for our Q3 was to actually create somewhere where our streamers, or any streamer for that matter who would want to, can accept donations in Nobility. We're making some headway with that. Stay tuned. I don't want to give the company's name out right now. I don't want to say that we're finalized or anything like that, because of course we're not. However, we are definitely talking and doing things around this area that could possibly benefit not just our streamers and our esports players, but really anybody who wants to accept those kind of donations. So yeah, we're excited. Yeah,
for sure. Do you have any updates on any of the teams that we have going on right now, or?
Yeah, I mean, so I really want to get into the teams that we signed, because we're really excited for the news. However, since there's such high profile teams, I think we'll keep it low for right now. I don't even want to say what esports we're hitting it, because I feel like that's gonna maybe yeah.
Oh, someone just asked in the chat, how's the Gears of War team?
Oh, how's the Gears team? Oh yeah, the Gears team. Oh wow, I can't wait. We'll just once that announcement comes out, it's gonna be great. Hopefully we're looking at some championships. That's the goal for every esport we enter in, but we're definitely excited for this. But yeah, that's all I'll say about that. But yeah, no, trust us, we're pretty excited over there. And it's gonna be really good stuff.
And just to touch on it now, because I know people are going to ask, we're not saying anything about the Buccaneers right now. We'll potentially bring that up down the road or something, but right now we're not going to say anything about it. Yeah, so on the Nobility side, we have a bunch of stuff going on right now. It's getting awesome. So the first thing is the audit has been completed for the new contract. So that's done. We're going to be adding it to the website, and while we're on that topic, the new version of the website is going to be coming out. We have a new couple things that are going to be added to it. Like the first I just mentioned is going to be the results of the audit for the new contract. So you guys can look into that. Also, going off the audit thing, we're going to use a real audit company. So one of the big four auditing firms, so KPMG, Deloitte, Ernst & Young, all those guys, we're going to be using one of those firms to be doing our second audit. So we're not going to be using one of these other companies, because we think using somebody like one of these big four firms is more legitimate, and it just adds a little bit more protection on your guys' end for the investors. So we're going to be doing that pretty soon. But yeah, for the website, the second thing that's going to be added onto the website is something we've been talking about for a while, is the community tournaments. So that's actually going to be starting in October is when we want to start it. It's actually ready now, but we thought, doing it next week would be kind of the time crunch. We put a lot of energy, a lot of time into these tournaments, and just trying to do it in a week. I think Corey started crying a little bit, so I was like, no, we'll just do it next month. And then so Martin is he's going to be running that. I'm sure a lot of you guys have met Martin, but he's going to be running it. We're also talking to a couple tournament organizers to do that for us. So Martin's going to be working alongside them to make sure everything runs smoothly. But there is going to be, so that was part of the reason why it took a little bit to program on the new website, was you're going to be able to log into the website, connect your wallet, and then we implemented some Web3 integrations on the website where it's going to verify that you own a certain amount of nobility to be able to participate in the tournament. We set that at 1 million nobility. So you have to own 1 million nobility to be able to participate in the tournament. We could change that number down the road, but for right now, it's going to be 1 million. If we think that's a good number, because we wanted it to be a little bit higher, where not every single person was able to participate, because then it would, make our job a little bit harder trying to select who can be in, and we're trying to make it a little bit more exclusive. So 1 million nobility, you got to own it to be in the tournaments, but they're going to be awesome tournaments. They're going to be real games, so professional esports, and we're going to have some fun with it. So there's going to be some good prizes, up to $5,000 in BUSD. But yeah, that's something we're excited about, and something you guys should be excited about too, because you're going to be able to earn some money just for playing and holding nobility. So that's the first thing. Also, for people who are involved in these tournaments, if you guys are owners of 1 million nobility or higher, you're also going to be eligible to receive exclusive information. So exchange listings, any kind of partnerships we have going in the future, you guys are going to be the first to know. So we can go in a little bit more detail on that a little bit later, but you guys will get more information than a lot of the other people, because that means you're a more exclusive part of the community. So that's the second thing. So for the tournament we have this month, Corey, you want to tell them the news about the tournament this month?
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell them the news, and then unfortunately I have to go. I'm currently working right now. So anyways, yeah, so the news this month for the tournament, it's going to be really awesome. We're absolutely looking at all options. However, one of the options that we actually put, which is Apex Legends, may not be feasible for this month. We just spoke with some people who have been in touch with EA. So we'll definitely decide on what we're going to do. We'll decide, it's going to be a good thing regardless. We're really, really, really excited. So
yeah, so we were set on Apex Legends for the 25th, but like Corey said, we're either going to have to switch up the date. So we might have to do it during the week or something like that in order to do Apex Legends, or we might just have to switch up games. So yeah, Corey, we'll talk to you later. So Corey's actually a sheriff. If you guys don't know, his gamer tag name is Sheriff Phoenix. So he's actually a sheriff. And so, sometimes he gets on call and he has to go into work sometimes during meetings. So I'm used to this. He's missed some meetings before in the past, but I love that he's a sheriff. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, we might be switching up games. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Apex was at the top of our list because it is a really popular game right now. It's really hot for a lot of the top content creators. And we're in talks right now with some huge names potentially for the tournament. So we're trying to finalize those deals. And then it's going to make recruiting a lot easier, because they're huge games that you guys are definitely going to be well aware of. And they're going to bring a lot of hype, a lot of eyeballs to the tournament. So we're excited about that. And the big news we got going on right now is we are finalizing the contract. We signed it actually like 40 minutes ago for our first exchange. I'm not allowed to say which exchange just yet, but it is a good one. It's a big one, and it should bring a lot of volume and holders and stuff like that. So definitely excited. And one of the things that is big is they're going to be supporting our tokenomics. And so that's big too. That's one of the big things that goes into these exchange deals is, if they're not going to support our tokenomics, we don't want to work with them. It's just, as easy as that. So if they're not supporting our tokenomics, we kind of have to look at other options. So we have looked at different options. We're talking to multiple exchanges right now, but we did finalize the deal with the first one, and it should be sometime this month. I'm not going to say a date yet, but it is confirmed that we are going to be getting onto an exchange very soon, and it's awesome. So it's showing us that we're growing a little bit, and to go along with that, we do need to increase our marketing a little bit. So we need more holders, we need more volume, we need more marketing. As we're talking to these exchanges, that's something that they requested that we have, because obviously, the more of those things, it makes them look better and helps their business too. So we're going to be amplifying our marketing efforts as well. So Wi-Fi Money is going to be doing their thing that they've been doing for a couple weeks, 3 weeks now. But we're also going to be adding another company, and it's going to be owned by somebody that you guys are well aware of. He's a big name in a foreign country, but they kill the crypto marketing game. So we're insanely excited to bring him on board and add on to Wi-Fi Money, because Wi-Fi Money's been killing it, but we want to push it even more. So we want to do the best we possibly can for this community and grow it. So you guys will see some big movement in the coming weeks, and so that we're excited about that. I think that's it for right now. I do have some other news, but we'll see if we can do that a little bit later this week for you guys and keep you on your toes a little bit. So one of the things is Ian, he's one of the main guys in the Discord and the Telegram, one of the mods and the admins. He's been keeping track of a spreadsheet here in Google, and it's putting all together all your guys' questions that are you guys ask these questions a lot in the Discord, and we want to give you guys this time right now, because this is what it's for. You guys can ask us anything. We want to answer these questions for you. So he put a list together. Him and Michelle, Nas, all these guys are putting this together for us and putting it all together in one spreadsheet so I can see it easily for these AMAs. And I'm going to go through and answer them as best as I can for you. So one of the biggest things that you guys have been talking about recently is, why is there a minimum cap set for the 200,000 Nobility tokens to receive reflections? Everyone's asking about this. I don't think we documented it as best as we could have in the beginning. So I'm going to touch on it now. We're going to be adding it to the website so it's more available, more accessible for people to see before getting into this. So now we want people to know about that. Obviously, it's a big thing. So the reason why we did the threshold is that number kind of came out of nowhere, but we wanted to set a threshold because in order to do these reflections for everybody in the community, everyone that's a holder, it would take a lot of gas fees, and it's not healthy for the coin or anything like that. So we wanted to make a threshold so that people over that would obviously get the reflections. People under that, didn't, because if we were doing it for everybody, it would just waste a lot of money, especially on those people who are only holding, $50, $100 or something like that. But 200,000 Nobility token is not that expensive right now. And one of the things I've talked about with the developers is that we could change that number going forward. If it starts to get a little bit more expensive, like $500,000 or something per 200,000 tokens, we could change that number and make it more affordable for everybody. So we're not trying to leave anybody out or anything like that. We're just looking for the well-being and the health of our token and our business first. So that comes first, and that's something we take really seriously. But that is the reason why we have that threshold. Second question for the developers about the LP skimming. Why were things changed, and the explanation to what it is. So we didn't actually skim the LP. Tokens were temporarily changed while we did our investigation on the LP, and we didn't know why that was. But after the investigation was concluded, the additional wallet that was receiving these LP tokens was an automatic market maker address that was owned by Pancake Swap. So this is the fees that were taken while they were letting us process transactions on their service. And we weren't sure of who that address was, so we had to take it very seriously and look into it. Our developers changed up the tokenomics a little bit to protect the holders and everybody. So we did change that up, but it was to protect people while we were looking into it. And when we figured out that it was the automatic market maker address from Pancake Swap, then we were able to change everything back to normal and stuff like that. So there's no more risk at all. Everything's fixed. Everything's good. So it's all looking really good right now. The third question you guys have been asking is, what exactly is the partnership with Studios Azurite? So Azurite is one of our content creation companies that is doing our graphics, our videos, some of the content for the tweets, content for the website and stuff like that. And so they have everybody. So they have videographers, they have graphic artists, motion graphic artists. All these guys are able to help come together. It's one big team, and it's being led by Lloyd, who's in the chats pretty frequently. So you guys can ask him questions about the content and stuff. But they have taken over our content creation, and we're using them for the time being. They're doing great work so far. So hopefully they keep it up so we can keep using them in the future. People are asking about an item on our roadmap saying they want to know what the helping content creators earn more from playing the games they love means, and they want me to expand on that a little bit. So Corey mentioned it a little bit. So I don't want to talk bad about them because we do have a relationship with them with Noble, but Twitch does take a significant amount of earnings from content creators on their platform. And we don't think that's necessarily the right thing to do for these players, because this is a living for a lot of these players. I mean, they're streaming games, they're playing, and they're relying on this income. So we think it's important for them to maximize their revenue generation as much as possible. So down the road, we're going to be looking at our own streaming service where people and viewers are going to be able to tip their favorite content creators using Nobility, and we're not going to be taking a fee or a minimal fee compared to all these other streaming services. So Twitch isn't the only one; they all do it. So we're going to try to change that up a little bit, because these players making a living off these games is something that we take very seriously and something we want to change for the better. So that's that. Let's see, onboarding marketing material is not explicit in the minimum token requirements for reflections. Can we get this clarified? Yes. So what they're referring to is our marketing team, Wi-Fi Money, was they posted a video. It went, everyone posted it, last week, all at the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. I think it was Thursday, and it was huge. And one of the things that it said on there was you can make passive income, but a lot of people were saying, yeah, you can only make passive income if you're holding 200,000 tokens, and it wasn't really specified. So we will change that. We're, like I said before, we're going to be adding it to our website so that people know. We want it to be out there. We want it to be, clear that you have to have a certain amount of tokens in order to receive the passive income in BUSD. So yes, we will change that. Everyone's always asking about listings, and like I said, yes, we are going to be listed on our first exchange sometime this month, hopefully. If everything goes well, it should be pretty soon. So finalize that contract today. When will new audits be completed? I talked about that as well. We want to use one of the big four public accounting firms to do our second audit, because that adds just another layer of security for all our investors. Even though this is a long-term project, you plan on making any moves to maximize growth during the current bull run? I think we've been doing a real good job of this with Wi-Fi Money. That's one thing that they've been doing amazing at, is bringing in whales, guys with money who want to back the project, who believe in the project. And it's been huge for us because they're building up the liquidity pool. They're building up the base foundation of the price. And so it's been huge, and that's very short-term marketing. And Wi-Fi Money is working on a deal right now with a bunch of different influencers who we're going to be able to take advantage of. And we do have to pay a good amount of money to have it done, but it's going to be awesome. So that's something that's going to be coming out the next couple of weeks as well, that you guys will definitely see live on social media. So we have a lot of nice marketing plans coming out, because, like I said before, the exchange deal is asking for our marketing efforts to ramp up a little bit. So we're going to obviously take their suggestion into consideration and definitely improve on that. So that's something we're taking seriously as well. Will there be future tournament opportunities for games on mobile platform devices like Call of Duty Mobile? Yeah, so I think at last AMA I mentioned how we were doing, we used to have a team out in India for Valorant, and in India they have one of the biggest mobile markets in the entire world. And Worlds for PUBG Mobile, they're always one of the best teams. They usually have 2 or 3 of the top teams in the entire world, represented by India, or one of these countries over there, Pakistan and stuff like that. So they take it very seriously over there. It's a huge market that we want to take advantage of. So I think our first tournament in India is going to be Valorant, because I do know a lot of the big content creators over there who do play Valorant, like Scout, Sai. There's a lot of guys, Mortal. And they're going to be huge for us in building our awareness over in India. And then we can get into these mobile games that they love to play over there, because it is a huge market, and we definitely want to take advantage of that. So it's definitely coming. So I think that's it for now. I touched on everything I wanted to. I do have another announcement that we're probably going to be making a little bit later in the week. So my wife and I got married about 1.5 years ago, back in March of 2020, and we never got to go on our honeymoon. And so it kept getting delayed, and I think it got delayed like 4 times. So we're actually leaving tomorrow to go on a mini honeymoon, but I'm going to be having my phone and my computer and stuff like that, and I'll be in constant contact with Wi-Fi and all the developers and stuff like that. So I'm excited that we are actually able to go for a couple of days and relax a little bit, because I've been going hard for years, I feel like. But I'm excited to spend some time with her and kind of relax a little. But we will be getting work done. And see if you guys have any questions in the Twitch chat right now. Enjoy, man. Better go on the honeymoon. No phone or computer. Yeah, you'd be surprised. I mean, I don't want to bring a phone or a computer, but I think I have to at this point, because I think people get a little antsy if they don't hear from me. Go enjoy yourself. We're off to, we're going to, she planned the whole thing. She's a wedding planner, so she has that planner in her. But so we tried to go to Bora Bora for about 1.5 years, but it didn't work out, I guess. It wasn't in the cards. Everything happens for a reason. But we're going to Palm Beach down here in Florida. So staying at a resort and just hanging out. I appreciate all the kind words you guys have. Win cat ears. I'll whip one out for you. I'll put it up here. How's that? Oh, yo, we do it. Who sent you the headset? So I think it was OPSEC in the chat. So he messaged me a little bit before I got on here, and he said, hey, hopefully you're going to wear the headphones or something like that. And I said, yeah, I'll wear them for you guys. So it was actually a few people. So OPSEC, I think Naz had something to do with it, because she was the one that made the initial comment in the chats. Yeah, so Super Domain, have a great time. Thank you very much. League of Legends win. So League of Legends is a little bit tough because they're owned by Riot. Riot's the developer, and they don't really like crypto right now. So for these kind of tournaments, so we're trying to work on them a little bit. We have a contact there that we're able to talk to potentially do that in the future. But for right now, they're a little bit antsy with the whole crypto stuff, which is kind of weird because they signed a massive deal with FTX, who is a crypto exchange. And so that was a huge deal. FTX also sponsored TSM, which is one of the biggest organizations in the world. It was a $300 million deal. It's the biggest esports deal ever. So FTX is definitely making moves, and they partnered up with LCS, who's a championship series for League of Legends. And so I think Riot and League of Legends are moving towards the crypto direction, but I think we're gonna have a little bit of work to do on them. But we definitely want to, because League of Legends is one of the biggest high grossing games in all of esports. So it's something we definitely want to take advantage of. Win Street Fighter. So that's something we want to do in Africa. The fighting games are big in Africa. We have somebody who almost joined us about 1 year ago as a fighting player, and she's awesome. And so we're going to try to get in the fighting scene. But Noble used to be known for their fighting scene. Yeah, before I came on, they were huge into the fighting games. Yeah, like Ian said, he just commented down here. If your question wasn't answered, definitely drop in the Discord. We have teammates that are in the Discord as well that are going to be able to answer your questions. So don't hesitate to ask them in there. Safer has a poll on Twitter. Yeah, you can go vote on there for Nobility, obviously, for the Safer poll, but or Safer, yeah. So Safer and SafeVault have both messaged me directly on Discord, trying to do some kind of collaboration together, but I don't think it's something that we're interested in doing. We could talk about this a little bit more in the Discord about why we don't want to do that, but we think we can definitely live without those partnerships with those guys, because we're going to have a lot of more volume than they're going to have. And it's not really worth